Good morning, Hawkins. This is WS2K, the squawk. In the Wheeler kitchen, bacon sizzled. Karen rushed around with plates. Sorry, Mrs. Byers, he throws over his shoulder as Joyce passes. Upstairs, the boys realize they've overslept. At the table, Karen Wheeler tries to pretend this is still a normal family breakfast. Joyce apologizes that she can't stay to help clean up. The kids rush out the door. They're late, and they're in danger of missing Robin. On the way to school, Lucas reminds Mike they have to hurry. We're in squawk, Mike. We're gonna miss it. Inside Hawkins High, the morning announcement cuts in. Good morning, Hawkins. This is WS2K, the squawk. It's Robin Buckley, Rockin' Robin, the town's captive DJ and reluctant morale officer. She announces the weather like a comedian. 55 degrees, low chance of rain, medium chance of arrest, high chance of helicopter. She calls the massive metal plate covering the gate a giant steel band-aid, an eyesore but apparently great for sledding. Then she warns kids to stop sledding on it before they kill themselves and irritate the armed men guarding it. She laughs about the MAC-Z, the Military Access Control Zone, the Big Mac, and says she has no idea what's going on inside, but a strong feeling everyone should stay far away. Still, she tells the one person she trusts to fix it. Down below, in the guts of the building, Steve Harrington is already complaining that the remote relay manual might as well be in Greek. Over the crackling line, Dustin tells him to learn Greek. Steve curses as he searches for the remote unit that's feeding the signal. It's up high, on an antenna tower, of course. Robin blames the soldiers, Dustin blame. Steve reluctantly steps up, only to have Jonathan Byers volunteer as well. They bicker about voltage, harnesses, and who is or isn't an idiot, all while Dustin tries to talk them through the repair from afar. In the hallway at school, Dustin has a different problem. A hand slams him into a locker. Andy, a jock still obsessed with a joke about Andy's mom. The comment stuns the hallway, but not Andy. He grabs Dustin harder and declares that Hellfire is over. It died with Eddie. Before it escalates further, Lucas and Mike appear. Lucas reminds Andy of the time Nancy nearly ruined him with a well-placed kick. Mike threatens a repeat if he touches Dustin again. There's a tense standoff before the bullies back off, but the moment leaves Dustin shaking. His friends tell him to stop provoking them. He snaps that he's just wearing a t-shirt. They argue that it's more than that they're trying to lay low because of everything that's happened. Dustin refuses to back down. He can't stand to hear people talk trash about Hellfire. About Eddie. He reminds them that Eddie never cared about what people said. What he cared about was fighting Vecna.
Really? I think you're fighting two battles and you need to be fighting one.
Mike's right, Dustin. What if you get hurt?
Mike tells him he's fighting two battles at once and needs to focus on one. Dustin insists they're supposed to stay true to themselves and to their friends, that they stand up for what's right no matter what it costs. Sooner, she can shave off more time and finally get under 12:30. He tells her to take it easy. She reminds him that Henry isn't going easy. He tries to tempt her with waffles and a Miami Vice marathon. She demands he reset the course. When he refuses, she loses her temper. It isn't just about the timer. It's about wanting to come with him. She could if she hit the time. He hedges, says he didn't see it, blames the Diana Ross song playing over the speakers. Later, Dr. K presses Hopper about why he's so hard on Elle. He insists he isn't. She wants to help. He wants her safe. He explains that after 37 crawls into the Upside Down, all he's really learned is that the place is crawling with soldiers, and they all seem to be looking for one person, Elle. He doesn't see the point in risking her life on recon missions. He wants her in her prime when he finally needs her, but protected until the very last minute. Kay reminds him people are still dying. She tells him she needs the girl. Back in Hawkins, Holly disappeared by her mysterious Mr. Watsit, an imaginary friend who claims there are monsters in Hawkins who like to eat kids like her. Nancy tries to reassure her, saying monsters aren't real. Holly outright says she doesn't believe her. Nancy admits she gets scared sometimes too, that everyone in Hawkins is terrified whether they admit or not, even the bullies like Derek in Holly's class. She tells Holly that when Holly clutches it, reassured. Meanwhile, the older kids focus on the real monsters, in a conversation with empty air, but Holly's eyes are fixed on a mysterious figure only she can see. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Instead, they go somewhere far away and peaceful, somewhere beautiful with waterfalls, and start over together. Mike asks if that could be real for them. Will says yes, maybe without the waterfalls, but everything else. Usual observation post, tracking the trucks. The burners, flamethrower units, will create enough smoke cover to hide the upside-down gate activity. Once the burn starts, they'll signal Hopper to move. In the Upside Down, he'll latch onto a mirrored version of the convoy, traveling about 30 miles an hour under its chassis. Steve and Jonathan will follow in the real world, tracking him with a telemetry tag. The signal needs to stay between -60 and -70 decibels. If they get pulled over, if the signal drops, if anything goes wrong, they lose him. Steve yells. The van nearly loses them. At the station, Johnson sees the signal dip. They panic. Did the soldiers sense Hopper? Did they see something? There are too many of them. He can't fight his way out. Joyce orders everyone to hold. There is a long, painful pause. Then the signal stabilizes. Van is on the move, someone reports. They've still got him. Station and get the power back on. To contact Hopper and the boy. To tell everyone what's going on. She tells another to call her house and tell them all to get the hell out of there. The crawl that was supposed to be another careful search has turned into something else. Somewhere far below Hawkins, in the heart of the Upside Down, something ancient is finally on the move.